Hi everybody, it's me, Vampire Helly, and today we're gonna of course be talking about real life living vampirism and how I don't exactly fit in to that space. And we're gonna be talking about community and expectations within the witchy space in general. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that, because we're gonna be doing more videos like this. Also, apologies for my face and my voice. I'm recovering from a cold. Yes, vampires get sick. So we're gonna just get right into the video. Though I will be using myself and my story and experiences as like kind of the main focus of the video, I want to preface this by saying I'm seeing it happen to more people than just me. And more practices than just my own. So I'm hoping that this video can kind of just open up a discussion, I guess, on how it's okay if you don't fit in, even in a space that is othered. So yeah, if you've seen my videos here on YouTube or TikTok, you will know that I am a real life living vampire, which means, for me, taking energy with consent. It is a spiritual path, but you will also know about me that I'm very silly and very nerdy and also cosplay as a vampire, a fictional vampire, and that is my job. So you may also know that I am very eclectic, so I practiced You may also know about me that I am very eclectic in my practice. So while, real life living vampirism is a big focus for me, I also practice witchcraft. I am also a Norse pagan. I am also still learning. I am still exploring who I am. And I think that it's very odd that in today's day and age, we place this high pressure expectation to know exactly who you are, exactly how you fit in a space, and to just stick with that for the rest of your life. And that leans into the topic of this video, which is the fact that I personally don't feel like I fit into the real life vampire community. So it kind of leans into the topic of this video, which is the fact that I feel like I do not live up to the expectations that are placed on me as a real life living vampire. For example, there is this expectation that when you follow a real life living vampire path, that you worship deities like Lilith or Tiamat, and I don't. I am a Norse pagan. I worship Norse deities. There is also an expectation that I kind of slip in and out of, which is being, broody and mysterious. Like, yes, on TikTok, I may post some broody and mysterious videos, or in my lives, I might have like a show set up, but who I am at my core is a very goofy and silly woman. And sometimes I get discouraged when I read comments that say, oh, she's just silly and bright. Vampires are supposed to be dark and mysterious, like, you're not a real vampire. And while I do have that side to me, I tap into the dark feminine on a regular. You'll see that today I'm wearing a bright yellow sweater. I love smiling, I love laughing, and I love, making jokes and just being weird and awkward. But that does not take away from my energy work. That does not take away from the fact that I'm a real vampire. And it can be confusing and discouraging to read comments that are just like, oh, well, because you don't dress like us, because you don't listen to the same type of music as us, because you don't act like us, that means you're not us. When in reality, those are all like outward things. Being a vampire is a very inward thing and a very personal path. And I feel like I shouldn't have to fit in a box. And I think that kind of defeats the purpose. I think it's kind of sad to see those as well. And I've seen it with other people as well, like in the witchy spaces, in the occult spaces, where people will be like, oh, well, because you don't check every single box, then you're not one of us, right? We're already othered. We are already othered, but to be othered from the community itself is just kind of sad. Like, we should be encouraging everyone to be themselves, to explore what that even means, to try new things, try new styles, try new types of music. Because how we outwardly express ourselves also is kind of an indicator of our own spiritual practices as well. And if you are eclectic like me, you're gonna be all over the place. And that's okay. You don't have to be two-dimensional. And in fact, you shouldn't. You should explore. You should love what you love. If you like dressing dark and mysterious all the time, then that's great. But if you like dressing dark and mysterious sometimes and bright colors other times, that's okay too. I forget what I was saying because I got a phone call, but I wanted to say that I think that we should encourage each other. Instead of putting this like weird unnecessary pressure in spaces that are already othered, like the vampire community, the witch community, pagans, all of it, all of these communities that are spiritual, instead of putting this pressure on people to fit in each little box and stay in that box, we should be encouraging exploration. Now, within reason, you don't want to be doing closed practice stuff, right? But if a practice is open, you should explore. If you feel called to it, you should do that. And if you want to dress different than your peers, if you want to listen to different music, that's great. In my situation, the stereotype is that I would listen to only heavy metal and only wear black and be extremely macabre at all times. But in reality, I, do my dark feminine stuff, of course. But I listen to indie folk music. I wear bright colors. I smile. I laugh. I'm goofy. I don't take myself too seriously. I read books like this for my spiritual practice, but I also read books like this, and that's okay. If you are out there and you are in a spiritual community or following a spiritual path on your own, please don't let other people tell you that you're not something just because you don't fit into the expectation or mold of what's put out there before you. Please just be yourself. If you are a vampire, and you're a giggly wiggly person, don't stop being a light just because you feel like you should only practice darkness in the vampire space. Please don't feel like if you're a witch that you have to dress like a witch or what is expected of you in that space to do witchcraft, etc., right? Be you, no matter how colorful that is, no matter how complicated that is, no matter how, no matter how many dimensions you have to your personality, be that. Don't feel like you have to tone yourself down or dial yourself up to fit in to a space. Like, just be you. And the people that love you will love that about you and accept that about you. And the strangers on the internet who maybe don't get it, that's on them. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and encourage you to be yourself in your spiritual practice and not feel like you have to change your personality to fit into your spiritual practice. Be you, even if that's a unicorn of different personalities, likes and interests and hobbies. The world needs more people who are unashamed to loudly just be themselves. So yeah, I've said it a million times, but be yourself. Yeah, that's all I got for you today. So until next time, eat good food, drink plenty of water, do things that make you happy, do things that make you smile, treat others with love, kindness, and respect, and treat yourselves with love, kindness, and respect. May your dreams be as magical and wonderful as you are, and may your adventures be filled with thrill and peace and wonder and joy. Bye!